The call came just after midnight. My phone buzzed violently against the nightstand, slicing through the dark silence of my bedroom. I almost didn't answer, until I saw her name. Lena. My wife. Or at least she used to be that in more than just name. Her voice trembled through the speaker. Eli. I'm in the hospital. For a second my brain refused to process the words. Hospital. What happened? My chest tightened as I sat up, heart pounding. There was an accident, she whispered, her breath uneven. Can you come? Please. They said I need someone to sign for the surgery. I was already halfway to the closet before I realized I had no reason to rush. Not anymore. Not after last week. Not after I'd found the messages. Those long, playful texts between her and Adam, her co-worker. The same Adam whose name she used to spit out like an annoyance, but whose messages she'd been deleting at 2 in the morning. Still, some part of me, some foolish, instinctive part, grabbed my jacket anyway. The hospital smelled like antiseptic and despair. I found her in the emergency ward, hooked to a drip, her face pale beneath the harsh fluorescent lights. When she saw me, tears filled her eyes. Eli. I didn't know who else to call. I stood there, staring at her, struggling to match this fragile figure with the woman I once adored, the one who used to laugh with her head thrown back, who painted her nails on Sunday mornings while humming Sinatra. What happened? Finally asked. Her gaze flickered. Car crash. I was on my way home. Something inside me hardened. From where? She hesitated. It was slight, but I caught it. The pause, the way her hand gripped the sheet just a little too tight. From dinner, she said softly. With friends. Which friends? Pressed my tone flat. Her eyes darted away. Eli, please. Not now. But it was now. It had been now since the second she called me. I could almost see the story unfolding behind her eyes, the kind she'd spin to make herself the victim, the misunderstood one. A nurse interrupted before I could speak again. Sir, we'll need your signature for her billing authorization. You're listed as her emergency contact. I looked at the clipboard in her hand. Estimated charges. $12,480. Lena watched me, waiting, lips trembling in that familiar manipulative pout that once made me give in every time. But not tonight. The memory came flooding back, 2 weeks ago, her perfume lingering on my shirt when I hugged her goodbye before her late meeting. The same scent I later caught in the passenger seat of her car, mixed with cologne that wasn't mine. And then the photo, sent by a stranger. A snapshot of her at a hotel cafe, laughing, hand entwined with Adam's across the table. I'd confronted her that night. She denied it at first, then cried, confessed, begged. It just happened once, Eli. Swear. I was lonely. You've been so distant. Lonely. The word had gutted me. As if my long hours working to pay for her graduate program, her new car, her art studio, were acts of neglect. I'd packed a bag that night. She'd said she needed space to think, so I gave it to her. Apparently, she'd spent that space on secret dinners and hotel rooms. Now here she was, fragile, broken, and still lying. And I could see the pattern. How even tragedy became a tool, another way to pull me back. Who were you with, Lena? I asked quietly. Her lips parted, but no sound came. Tears slipped down her cheeks. Was it him? Pressed. Adam. The silence that followed was answer enough. My pulse thundered in my ears. I looked away, staring at the dull tiles beneath my shoes. Does he know you're here? Does he even care? Her sob was small, pathetic. He left. He panicked when the car hit the divider. He just ran. I let out a shaky breath. I should have felt vindicated. Instead, all I felt was tired. Bone-deep, soul-draining exhaustion. She reached for my hand. Please, Eli. I need the surgery. They won't do it until. I stepped back, her fingers grasping at air. You have someone else to call now. Her eyes widened. Eli, please. I don't have anyone. I don't have money. He's gone. The weight of her words pressed against me. This was the woman I'd built a life with. the woman who once swore I was her safe place. And now she was reduced to begging me to save her from the consequences of her own choices. I took the clipboard from the nurse, my pen hovering over the signature line. My hand trembled, not from love, not from pity, but from the ghost of all the things we'd been. Then quietly I asked, "What would you have done if it were me lying here? Would you have come?" She opened her mouth but didn't answer. The silence told me everything I needed to know. I set the clipboard back down and signed. "I hope you recover, Lena. Truly. But I can't keep paying for your mistakes, literally or otherwise." Her tears fell faster. "You're just going to leave me here." "I already did," I said softly and turned to go. The hallway felt endless. My footsteps echoed steady, final. But as I reached the exit, I glanced back once. Through the small window in her door, I saw her staring after me, clutching her stomach, her face twisted in something that might have been regret, or fear of facing herself. For a moment, guilt twisted in my gut. Then I remembered the laughter in that hotel photo, the text messages full of secret plans. And I kept walking. Outside, the night air hit me like a slap, cold, sharp, real. I breathed it in, every breath scraping against the walls of my chest until the ache began to fade. The phone buzzed again. Her name flashed once more. I stared at it, then pressed ignore. The city lights blurred through the windshield as I drove away. For the first time in months, I didn't feel like I was running from something. I was finally driving toward peace.